someone on the internet, and then also but he was basing it on some trial testimony and a newspaper article about your father having your mother shot when she was pregnant with you, which is really some crazy sounding shit. Yeah. But the reality is your mother's brother was someone that was part of that world and was friends with them and has been in all the docs Bing.
Because I find it funny that people asking me, or that's kind of police work anyway. If anybody's on the internet talking about my mother, something happened to my mother, or like, first of all, number one, my mother's not on the internet. Number two, my father's in jail trying to come home. Why are you talking about what happened or their relationship or what happened to my mom or saying that my father did? Like, oh, that's really police work at the end of the day. So these guys, if they want to be police officers, they want to do police work while they're on the internet. Why they just don't go sign up to be a part of the NYPD or something, or do detective work? Because I feel like that's what they're doing anyway.
Well, they want both. They want the fun of being a cop, plus they want to be treated street, plus they want some YouTube money.
They have all of them have identity. 85% of the people that's on the internet have identity crisis. But my father didn't do that shit, man. My father had nothing to do with that, man. And I don't want to talk about that because it's
pain. Oh no,
it's trauma. It's trauma, and now not so much for me. It's
just even thinking about.
Yeah, my mother. Like, I don't want my mother having to go through trauma, hearing the stories about or reliving that. Like, that's just unnecessary. And you're also trying to incriminate my father so he can stay in jail. Like, that's really what you're trying to do. A lot of people really don't want my father home, so they're gonna say a lot of incriminating shit. Just to reopen wounds, people are weird, man. It's a lot of weird shit going on the internet.
So there's this documentary, speaking of your father coming home, The Supreme Truth. Mm-hmm. So I was under the impression that you and your cousin, uncle made it, but really it was your dad. So that's
my father did it all on his own.
So tell us that. When did he start that? How did he get a documentary made from prison?
He started that about maybe 8 years ago. He's been working on this documentary for like the last 7-8 years. And when you, like, the way he is, when he puts his mind on something, he says he's going to do something, he does it no matter how long it's going to take. And he just felt like he needed to get his side of the story out about his case and the miscues and the illegal shit that they did to him. They didn't let him testify in his own case.
Right, that was at least from the way he described it. Mm-hmm. Now you never know if you went through the paperwork, maybe he's misdescribed, but from the way he described it, it makes you think, gee,
he was railroaded.
Yeah,
they violated his constitutional rights. The judge that was on the case before they removed him said that guy should not be in prison for this, and this case is bullshit. It's
because he definitely said you could forget the death penalty.
Yeah, like it was a railroad case from the beginning, man. All stemming back from them attacking Murder Inc. and putting Murder Inc. on trial so they wouldn't have the money to, like, it was from they play a really strategic game, and they executed it to perfection. They got people that wasn't credible to testify. They got people that he never even met or spoke to or knew ever. They got them to testify. They didn't let him testify in his own trial. They froze everybody's accounts. They seized the money from his movies. Like, it was just executed to perfection. So
yeah, and tell us, so your father was able to make this documentary from a distance. Who was the director? Who did he work with?
My godfather, Luke Steffen.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and Michael Payton, also one of the guy who did the Murder Inc. documentary with Irv on BET, Michael Payton.
Okay.
And also my cousin Prince also put his imprint on it when he came home, added the last little final touches. A guy called Don Sikorsky, he edited it. Mike Tyson is also a executive producer on it. So, it's a lot of people involved in this, but it was my father's concept. It was his idea, and he made it happen, just like he does with everything else.
And tell us, it always gets glossed over, but give us a little bit of, he made a soundtrack, he had a movie made, like he was making some legal money
so he
in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't remember this or don't know this, but he had got the license rights to about 5 Donald Goins books that he was turning into movies.
Me and Donald Goins from the same neighborhood.
Wow, yeah. So he had got five movie deals for each individual book in the early 2000s, and he did Crime Partners, and he had got like a couple million of dollars for Crime Partners, and he was like on track to do like 4 other movies, but then the unfortunate, untimely things, he wound up getting arrested and going to jail. But like a guy says in the doc that he would have been Tyler Perry before Tyler Perry, and like I really believe that because he was getting into movies, he was directing, he was buying the lights, the he would have been. So what 50 is doing now, with like
licensing the black gangster stuff.
like that would have been him, that would have been my father, but you know, 50,
that's so interesting. You're right.
yeah, 50 took a page out of his book, and you know, if you really follow 50 and you really pay attention to who my dad was, you would see that everything, everything that 50 does is really mirrored after what my dad
there's
did.
a degree of, I mean, I could see that to a degree.
Yeah, for sure.
And what is do you and the Marquise, whatever became of it?
Nah, it's never been anything. It's never been nothing. It was just that picture, and that was that. And that was that. We not cool. We not friends.
Y'all didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other. None of that shit, man. It was none of that shit, man. I mean, we've beefed on the internet back and forth. We done went back and forth. We done exchanged words and shit like that. But you know,
is the thing with him and his father not being cool? Is that real or is that a stunt?
Real. That's real. That's real. That's definitely real. That's definitely real.
50 seems. I mean, on one hand, I like 50 Cent in some ways, but he definitely seems like he has some personality disorder.
Yeah.
What about I mean, why are they at such bad hard?
Well, like a lot of relationships, estranged relationships between a father and a son, you know, the common denominator normally be women, the mother or a woman in the boy's life. Like it's always a woman, and I feel like, from what I know, like, you know, I'm not into the gossip and all that shit, but it really was the mother who drew a wedge in between the father and the son. But that happens in everyday life, though. That's everybody goes through that. 80% of the people who have gone through relationship quarrels with one of the parents based off the other parent, what the other parent was feeding to them. So the one parent that's mad at another parent, 9 times out of 10 is going to give this kid the poisonous, the toxic shit, and then that kid is going to grow up after having years and years of toxic poison embedded into their brain. Now they have resentment for the other parent. That happens a lot, man, and it's not just in the black community. It's widespread. It's in every community, really. So that's just prime example of. And then, you know, when you raised by a woman and you're around a lot of women, like, you start to act like them too. So Marquise is, you know, he was raised by a woman. He act like a woman. You know, he has a lot of female characteristics and a lot of female traits.
Not gay, but like a behavior.
Yeah, exactly. He has a lot of estrogen.
So your father at one time attained what so-called street dream that people still rap and make movies about. But I've come to know, not just be friends with you, with several people that are the children of some of the most, either in your case infamous, or some of the other ones even bigger, much bigger traffickers. And being the child of someone who was a legitimate, you know, gangster, like, that comes with a lot.
It does.
It's not the promised land.
Yeah. Cause you gotta deal with all sides of it, all facets of it. You gotta deal with the ops. You gotta deal with his friends. You gotta deal with the people that want you to be like.
Some of their friends are intense people.
And then you gotta deal with the people that want you to be like him. Then you gotta deal. It's a lot. People.
Were there okay? Without obviously in detail, but did you ever feel like you felt like there were people that would have steered you into? They would have been entertained by seeing you being like really out, sure, like trying to be a major drug dealer.
They love my dad so much, and then when they see me, they see him, so they would have wanted.
But that's all they can think of is to like.
Yeah.
Even though he spent most of his life locked up.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people wanted me to be exactly like him.
Really?
Because he took care of a lot of people. He helped a lot of people, and you know.
But he certainly never promoted that for you.
Never. He wanted me to. He told me all the time growing up, like, yo, go be like a doctor or a lawyer or be a garbage truck man. Like, have a career. Like, don't do what I did. Like, he always preached that to me from a young age.